Alexa, turn on the smells.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the tree.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the humidifier. Works like magic, right? Wow. So this is Sonoff. It's a technology that I'd like to introduce you to. Basically, how it works is you take a little box like this, and you can buy it from Amazon, or you can buy it from several different places online. But the way that it works is you buy this little box, and you buy a lamp cord, and you screw the lamp cord into both sides of this little box, and connect the devices you want to it. Let's look at an example. Let me put it out on the table so we can check it out. Yeah, so there are a crap ton of different videos on how to program this and how to get it to work. I'm not necessarily here to show you that as much as that there's a ton of different uses for something like this that go into a newfangled smart home that you try to build for yourself. One of the advantages of a box like this is that it's cheap. If you buy them from China, they're about $5 plus shipping. So the cost is not large, and there's really nothing to programming them. They come with an app that you can use, so if you don't want to sign up for, say, a SmartThings hub or something more sophisticated, you can just use these on their own. So the kids are home for Christmas break, so the quiet places in the house to film are limited. And so I'm coming to you from the bathroom. No, I'm not on the can. But the more I think about these Sonoff devices and other devices like them that are inexpensive and that make it so that you can turn on and off anything, the advantage of that is when you start looking at the different ways you can program them. And in my opening, I was showing you me bossing it around with my voice. But what if you just had the candle warmers come on a regular schedule? What if you just had them come on a couple times a day? I mean, you could still have them voice activated, but what if they just came on and every couple of days you swapped out the scent candle part so that they would still smell good? Then you'd have this ongoing process where your house always smelled great and you didn't have to lift a finger to think about it. And the humidifier, I can sit in my bed and say, hey, turn on. But what if there was a sensor that just said, I'm dry? And so then your humidifier kicked on for a few minutes until it reached a certain threshold of humidity and then turned off. Then you wouldn't be bossing it around. It would just work. And so I can think of just a ton of different places where something like that would work. Switches. If the switch in the bathroom for the fan, the one that always stays on, you use the restroom, and then you push the button and turn it on, and then you close the door, and you go away, and sometime late at night, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you're getting ready for bed, and you walk past the bathroom, and what's that? The fan is still on, and you didn't turn it off. I know you can buy timers, but what if you could just tap it, and it would have a pre-programmed amount of time to stay on and then turn off on its own without bothering you. And so I think that's where the future of a smart home is that it's actually smart, and that it's doing things that you told it to do, and then it just does them on a schedule like you intended. So I think that's where the future is. But the low price of the Sonoff switches makes them very exciting to me because of the number of things I can turn on and off. And also some of the more higher end versions of the Sonoff switches also come with humidity and temperature settings sensors, so that not only is it in the room, but it can sense and become a trigger for something like SmartThings to turn on and off a device. Heck, my Ring front door blinks lights in my living room anytime there's motion. That made it possible for me to catch the neighbors pinning hearts on my door. A heart attack is what they called it, and they leave me a treat for Christmas. But I opened the door when I saw that there was motion and caught them in the act. If it was a package thief, that'd be a whole different thing. And think about that. Think about what triggers would be in your house if you had motion sensors. At 4 a.m, if they detected motion in your kitchen, they could turn on a nightlight, for example, so that you weren't stumbling around and you didn't turn on the big overhead lights and wake yourself up. What if your house was smart? And that's the promise, I think, that Sonoff switches have. And that's all I have for you. I just wanted to, I've been dinking around with them for the last month or so. I just haven't had 2 minutes to spare to sit down and put down a video for you. But I wanted you to know what I'm thinking. So if it's something you're interested in, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find these either Amazon or on the official company website. You can program them to do lots of amazing things. Look in the description for some details, because there's too much for me to tell you all about it here. All right, thanks. I'll see you next time.